Gemini, welcome to your in-depth reading for yours and theirs. Some basic ground rules before we get started. Yours and theirs is a reading type that involves yourself and someone else. Therefore, your someone else or your person does not have to be a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover type situation. It's whoever fits that dynamic as I'm describing it. So do keep in mind, it could be about a family member, friend, coworker. Take it resonates, leave it does not. Reverse those energies as you see fit. More so with yours and theirs, as energy exchange and interchange is real, rapid, and fluid. But yes, of course, it can be about a romantic person or person of interest in that way. Absolutely. What's going on, please, for Gemini and their person? Show me Gemini and their person. Show me Gemini and their person. What's going on, please? Show me Gemini and their person. Show me Gemini and their person. Show me Gemini and their person. Let's do one more. Show me Gemini and their person, please. We're going to start with your side of the board, but as I just said, reverse those energies as you see fit. What's going on? The Star. King of Wands. Two of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. You know, you're saying you have a strong desire in you. Passion, too. But you're like confused, though. Confidence about direction, how to invest, what to do about it. Okay, what do I do with these big feelings, Christina? How do I make it happen? We'll figure that out as we go along, or not. We'll see. We shall see. Ace of Wands, the Five of Wands, Eight of Cups. Oh my. Well, I don't know if that's too cooperative right there. Ace of Wands, Five of Wands, Eight of Cups. That's a little aggressive, a little combative. A little bit of leave me alone. Yes, I have an Ace of Wands, but it's not necessarily for you. Strength, Temperance, Page of Swords. Again, big energy, don't know what to do. Okay. Overview, Justice, wanting a sense of balance from inside as so without. Okay, everything begins with itself. So when you feel internally balanced, you know, because it starts to reflect in your outer world. Let's see what your idea of justice and or balance is for you. That kind of karmic energy is all fair, well, balanced. So it's not just the material world, it's in that spiritual plane of existence. Do I feel balanced about me, what I'm doing, why, justified, etc. Let's take a look at justice, please. Well, I'm just so curious. Let's see what's going on, please. Show me justice, show me justice, show me justice, show me justice. What's going on? I don't know. I don't know, honey. I don't know. I don't know. Is that combativeness? Is that competition? What is that? Come on now. Show me justice. The Lovers, 'tis you. Emperor, Ace of Swords. Man. There is a connection here. The Lovers, yourself, the Emperor, Ace of Swords. It's a connection that sears you in the very brain you have. It's like, I know this is true. I know it. With the Emperor there, Ace of Swords. Strong sense of knowing. Very. So you have a thought, a singular thought that cuts through everything else, and also you say is technically and spiritually correct. Justice, you're saying, I know what this is. I know what it is. It's mine. That's what it is. It's commanding. You're saying that connection, that's 100% mine. And you feel justified in this. But it's coming across as knowledge. It's knowledge you accept. Ace of Swords, undisputed truth. You're saying, I feel justified in this connection because it's mine. I like that. Because it's ownership. Typically, when I see the Lovers, if it's not fully developed, we spend a lot of time rejecting the truth instead of accepting it because it's our biggest challenge. So it's going to mirror their best qualities and also our worst, and that includes fears, etc. Self-sabotaging tendencies, you name it. You're saying, no. Nope. I know what this is. So why am I looking at this confusion? What's going on? Am I looking at the same person? Well, let's find out. We're going to start with your sign. Who took me for a wild ride? Who was it? I think it was Virgo. If you have any Virgo in your chart, maybe check theirs out. I want to say I saw upwards to 3 energies. Oh, maybe not. I don't remember. But I'm like, guys, this is why I don't read more than 2 energies. It gets a little muddy. But we'll see. We'll see. Very curious about this second line. Anyway, back to you. Let's see that star. Show me the star, please. Show me the star. Show me the star for Gemini. By the way, you might have a fair amount of air in your chart, particularly your air cousins, Libra and Aquarius. All right. Show me that star, please. What is it you desire so much and feel passionate about too? Let's see that star. Ten of Swords, oh, Page of Pentacles. Oh, the Two of Cups. No, it's the dream over. Is the dream over, Gemini? I don't know. I can see that love is here. I can see it. It's just, it's hard to feel it when there's so little investment in it. That's the star that's not doing too well. So, and as far as I can tell, it's an active star, and that it's already in place for you. This one, you have 0% doubts about. I got a Two of Cups over here that you question a great deal about its viability, more so its long-term future. It doesn't seem to have much. So we don't know how successful a star is going to be until we start reaching for it, and we have to keep reaching for it. It's called a star path. It's not for the faint of heart, be it in love or career. The more it means to us, typically we have to reach that much more for it. It's not always everything that's just handed to us. But I can see that you had started a star path in love, and it's still current to this day, but the investment in it for its long-term potential is waning fast. There's so little put into that star. It makes me think it's a dying star. It seems to be on the way out, not on the way in. So again, what is this? This one, you have absolute searing truth. This, no confidence about the future direction of this love union, Two of Cups. We'll get back to that. Ten of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Two of Cups. The investment in the love here is small. Like I said, it's waning. There's more pain than there is investment. But that means two people stop working on the same thing. They stop meaning the same thing to each other, stop being on the same emotional page. So when you involve a second person in the star, you have to reach for each other. You still have to be on the same emotional page and have the same vision for each other. We stopped, at least one person here stopped investing in that vision. And so the investments become minuscule, Page of Pentacles, and more pain than anything else. So in other words, that's the star we're going to stop wishing on as being workable for us in the long term. In other words, I think you're going to stop reaching for it because it's going to burn out at that rate. Let's see your King of Wands. It's no longer being on the same page, guys. You no longer have the same dream or vision. Let's see that King of Wands, please. Show me the King of Wands. Show me that King of Wands. Show me that King of Wands. Let's try that again. Oh, the winds are absolutely howling today. All right. The Eight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. Yeah, you've begun to communicate, or you will soon. Not quite sure where you are. I think it's upcoming. But you have started to communicate, at least amongst yourself, that you're unhappy. So there's an admission here that you're unhappy. Nine of Pentacles. It feels a little bit more comfortable with the idea of you perhaps being a singular entity or a singular person. Eight of Wands, clear communication. Nine of Pentacles from a sense of individuation. I can stand on my own 2 feet. I'm experienced. Four of Cups. You can say with honest admission to yourself, so I do like this, that you're unhappy. And you know this. And you speaking it unto yourself the way that you are, it actually makes you confident in embracing the truth. You're also, I believe, communicating it outside of yourself. Who you're expressing it to, the person whom we are falling out of love with, or someone else, I don't know. But you're taking ownership of it. You're taking ownership of the truth. And as you do, your confidence rises. You think it'd be the other way around, but that's how I know people are doing or speaking correctly, is when they show me emotional confidence or fire confidence, something like that. And you're saying from a place of personal experience, you can honestly say you're unhappy. And sometimes you honestly reflect about being on your own. Two of Pentacles, what to do? Show me that Two of Pentacles. Show me that Two of Pentacles. Show me that Two of Pentacles. Let's do one more. Show me that Two of Pentacles. Five of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Temperance, you know. You're uncertain about whether or not to continue to try to bridge this thing together. I can see your hesitation. The star that's waning, your love for it, being on the same page with somebody, you both reaching for each other at the same time in the same space, having this shared dream of love and sharing it and investing in it. You're saying you don't know if you want to continue on this way because it's like it's not like that anymore. At best, I think this is operating from a place of friendship. I'm inclined to agree. But you're not convinced yet, Two of Pentacles. Five of Cups, you're saying there's more disappointment here than there is anything else. And again, it stands to reason, if you're showing me confidence and feeling good, maybe you should be on your own. And the idea of that lifts you and raises you, and you can openly acknowledge as a big Gemini, I'm unhappy. You literally figuring out what to do then with what remains. Two of Pentacles, that's the task at hand for you. I can tell the difference between a developing star, a fantasy star, one that we dream about but we never actually fulfill, and a star that's waning or exiting. That's why stars are risky business, guys. It's not like the sun. It can generate a great deal of long-term fulfillment if we achieve it. But that means putting the work in. You're at that point now where you've passed the climax of putting the work into this and it's coming down. And two people are no longer reaching for the same vision. You acknowledge it. Your question is what to do about it. Two of Pentacles. You're going to delay for a little bit until you can have an answer to that question. But you're also honestly saying, is friendship as good as it gets? You're just like, there's such a huge sense of loss, emotional loss in the future for you. It's like it came down to friendship in the end. Is that as much as we can heal it towards emotional satisfaction? Is just kind of an agreement to get along? Is that the real result of this star? So that would explain then the waning energy I see surrounding you. Where does that thought come into play? The one that makes you stand 10 feet tall as the emperor and be like, that's mine. Where does that come into play? Because you're saying, I'm learning or trying to figure out how to give this up, while simultaneously telling me in your overview, this is mine. Who is yours? Okay, so I think we know what this is. It's part of your waning star. Okay? She's hilarious. Cinnamon just came in from outside, wrestled with one of her stuffed animals, and is now laying down, taking it. Oh, okay. What's going on? Aw. What's going on, baby? What's going on? You know there's no space for you, pumpkin. Okay, I see what she was trying to do. Cinnamon is the great bug hunter. She's very proudful of this. Let me tell you something. So, I don't know if you know this about Central Texas. Okay, so we have those daddy long leg mosquitoes. Massive. Harmless, but massive. If there's anything that moves, she's gonna hunt it, find it, whatever. It's like a point of pride for her. So when I take her out for walks, oh my gosh, she can spend 10, 15 minutes in the grass just hunting like a beetle. Doesn't matter. Just got to kill it. There you go. So that's what she was doing. She was trying to get something out. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. Disruptions. Okay. All right. This energy. I'm going to refocus this. Let's say that Ace of Wands, please. Well, I don't care for that. Ace of Wands, the Devil, Page of Wands, Six of Cups. What the heck? Let's see that Five of Wands. Five of Wands for the Five of Wands, the Moon, the Three of Swords. We got unresolved issues here. I don't think they're obsessed with you at all. What I think is that they feel deeply that this connection is theirs, even though they don't participate very well in it. It's kind of like saying, I've served my time in this connection. I'm not going anywhere. So they kind of force themselves to renew it, even though they don't seem to be very happy with it. So it's not a very healthy point of view regarding someone's connection and why they choose to stay in it. It's mine. So the way you said with this lover, you say this is truth that you can stand by. The Emperor's standing by that truth. He's not obsessive with it. He's just saying, I know this is mine. Okay? Again, not related to whatever this is. This person saying, this connection I have with Gemini is mine because I put a lot of time into it. Therefore, I'm not going nowhere. But that doesn't mean they're happy. They're the opposite of it. It's very combative. And here's the thing, it's micro-combative, it's macro-combative, and this person has no clue why, because all that aggression's under the moon. They have a lot of unresolved work within themselves that make them contrary to you just being there. So this is that person that's constantly picking fights, and they don't know why. You have no idea why. This is that person that gets on your nerves intentionally. They push buttons intentionally. This is that person that constantly nags and reminds you not because it's to help you, but because they know it pisses you off. That's passive aggressive. Okay. This whole thing is passive aggressive. And why? Because I put my time in with you and I'm not going nowhere. So even on the forefront, it looks like I'm renewing a relationship that I've had with old so-and-so, your old so-and-so, for X many years, and I get to treat them the way I want because they're trying to win some point that has nothing to do with you except for the proof that you belong to them. It's kind of weird. It makes me uncomfortable. So this is what happens when people don't deal with their shit. They take it out on other people and they take it out on you, but they're not going anywhere. Five of Wands, the Moon, the Three of Swords. This person has a great deal of unresolved, deeply buried pain, and they make it your problem. So like I said, this is that person that's going to get on your nerves. They're going to purposely poke and prod and start fights with you, be abrasive, or just have that jerk reaction. What do you want? Like that. It's not apologetic at all. Someone who doesn't understand that they're doing this, they're always going to make it about you, no matter what. Well, if you hadn't done this, I wouldn't have had to do that. You know? Well, I wouldn't be starting this. Well, no, I'm not starting this argument. Actually, you are, because you forgot that thing I casually mentioned 3 weeks ago, and now I have to remind you 100th time. Sound familiar? That's what I'm looking at. It's immature by default, simply because this person has absolutely no interest in understanding where it comes from. It comes from a toxic sense of self. Okay. Most relationships are unhealthy or bad. That's been my point of view. And because I really believe that and I internalize things in a negative way, I'm going to make that your problem. But on the surface, it comes out with another argument. Or, well, I thought I wasn't angry about that, but turns out I am. Or unrealistic expectations about, I expect you to do this, that, and the other, and I shouldn't have told you. See what I'm saying? Anything to provoke a fight. Now, what they're trying to do, and they don't know this, is subconsciously healed old wounds that had nothing to do with you. That's some long-standing unresolved crap. And it's at the heart of the reading. There's this is that person who's going to anchor themselves into someone's life, and at first they seem like they're the solution to all your problems. And then they become the problem. They become the only problem. You know. So while on the surface, I'm sure it's like it's helpful to you. Right? And family and friends, they probably see it that way. It's a horrible point of view. of I have to keep them. If it weren't for me, Gemini would have fallen off the map and lost all their money a year. God, they're helpless without me. So, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't know how the hell you two managed to stay connected as long as you have. But you thinking that this is a dying desire or dream, or I don't want to invest in this loving anymore, do I blame you? No. I think it's a little more than courteous of you at the end there to be like, maybe at best we're friends. I think that's a bit generous, Gemini. A bit generous. We are not meant to be in each other's lives to heal somebody else that trigger their... no, you're supposed to do that work. And I know it's like, well, if it weren't for Gemini, I wouldn't have to be this angry. It's just, the reaction is so out of proportion. It's so out of proportion. You're seeing it as a life pathway in love that's not working out. They're like, I'm not going anywhere, but I'm not going to change either. I want to keep provoking Gemini's wounds and my wounds and triggering, and then I'm going to come in and rescue and make it how it's all about their fault. And again, it's so nagging and it's so persistent and it's so problem-oriented. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. This person doesn't do this. They go like this. And probably not just with you, family members and friends. And yeah, I'd say this person's a little emotionally disconnected and unaware, 100%. You're not their therapist. You're not their... I don't know what your role is in their life, but you're not those things. If you're in a loving, committed relationship, you work through stuff like this, but where's your incentive? Where's your incentive to do so? You don't feel safe in this connection, so why the hell would you go out of your way to help them? They don't even know they want the help. Them think arguing with you is the help. Okay, let's see that Eight of Cups, please. Let's see that Eight of Cups. God, it's so tiny and angry and like that. So edgy, aggressive, nagging too. Nagging. And they probably present it as, oh, I'm helping you out. I'm helping you out. What would you do without me? What would you do without me? No wonder you feel bummed out and you're thinking, maybe I'm better off on my own. Yeah. You haven't done anything with that knowledge. But like I said, it's a little bit more than generous to wonder if you can heal with them even at the friend level. See, they don't want it, dude. They don't want it, but they're used to status. Oh, my God. Like, seriously, oh, God. Bleh. I want to brush my teeth and get this taste out of my mouth. Like, that's how gross it is. I don't like it. Honey... It's borderline emotionally abusive. Just that negative and the sour taste and the sour taste. There's that Two of Cups. The Empress, they recognize you as a person who's important, but they're not doing anything with it that suggests that they support you in a loving way. No hit. Their attitude ain't changed. They also strongly suspect that you want to walk away, and they're not having it. So I think they flatter to you, your ego, every now and again, say, "Oh, you're so productive, and you're so generous, and you're so protective, and you're so loyal, and you're such a good producer." But I just don't see anything about this changing. It's such a piss poor attitude. Seriously. Yeah, I mean, so again, there's a reason why. Sorry, I gotta tie it up faster than this, guys. I gotta tie it up faster than this. But yeah, there's a reason why rightfully so, you're wondering if you're not better left on your own devices. The begrudging is real. The sourness is real. The snapback and attitude is real, and it's all coming from. And again, the attitude that they would be lost and helpless without me. They're attached to you for all the wrong emotional reinforcement and positive or negative. It's, man, they should have had this shit sorted before they met you. But that's after the fact, isn't it? Okay, I need to jump on over here. Strength, temperance. Do you have the strength to heal this Page of Swords? So there's the big theory, there's the big energy, very small execution, which again I saw for you here towards the end about what to do with this. What I want to know is this. What about that? That knowledge you say is clear crystal vision. Okay. I understand they have a lot of unresolved pain in their heart, but them taking it on you is not an excuse, and it's most certainly not an excuse for a marriage or a commitment to stay stuck in it. You're just looking to have a pincushion and a punching bag available to you at all times. I don't feel sorry for you. You're cognizant and or aware of your poor behaviors at some point. That's the stuff you need to do on your own time, not someone else's emotions or their well-being. You just don't do that. You don't treat people like emotional punching bag for your own unresolved shit or your own sense of unhappiness because this star didn't prove what it was supposed to be, so you're taking it out on your partner. Still, you're part of that. That's still on you. That's a good 50-50. Okay? I don't want to hear it. Like I said, I have sympathy and I have empathy, but it's capped. When you start taking your bullshit out on other people and you start harming them to the very person who's meant to be in your life in a loving, supportive way, you have your own bill to pay for that. I hope you get the help you need, or they get the help they need, but that shouldn't involve you. Some people need to separate in order to figure that out. Okay. Strength, Six of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups. Not sure whose plea that is, but we had hoped in time that our heart would be more ready to move on, or strength suggesting that in time we have the heart to move on from this. A true heart, to have made up our heart about what we need to do. It's taking strength, and I'm going to go ahead and default to you. Six of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and King of Cups, that you have enough strength and time and enough heart and time to know that you want to move on from this. So in other words, you're still giving this more time. Okay. But is temperance with this actually feasible? Because even you admitted it's going to be a broken sort of friendship at best. The Hanged Man, Page of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Yes, going back to this, Five of Pentacles, temperance, not once, but twice. Exactly. Exactly, Gemini. I want you to think about that. Is it even worth it to try to fix this? Because at best, you're going to get some disjointed friendship at best. It still doesn't look cooperative. Part of you knows this. So you waiting around, hanging around for temperance, you're starting to break from that idea. Good job. Good job. You're starting to break from the idea that this is actually something workable. So what you're asking here in terms of prayer then is the strength to really own your feeling on this and eventually move from it. You already know what you're going to get from trying to temperance this, fix it. It's gonna remain broken. So I strongly suggest perhaps you move away from this idea that I need to hang out and find out. No, you don't. You already know how this is going to chalk up. So this then is you wanting the strength for yourself personally to move on from this. Page of Swords, please. May it be. Let's see that Page of Swords. Show me that Page of Swords. That's insecure, it's clingy, and it's coming from so many weird, unsolved, unresolved, unhealed places in this person. Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Cups. I was wondering when you were going to get back to that. How odd. I have someone who you have a strong vision of in your mind that you say is the strongest connection of your life. It makes you feel the Emperor. That's not disputed at all. It's not disputed at all. You say it's for you, it's balanced, it's a given. It's almost like you're saying whatever that is a done deal. That's how you opened up. You know? And then you immediately launched me into something that is wearing down fast. It's not healthy. It's like... and I'm sorry you're someone's emotional punching bag for all their unresolved shit, but people don't go around wearing those kind of name tags when we meet them, right? Your thoughts on this one are 100% correct. You don't really need to hanged man this one too much. I think your biggest prayer and hope for yourself is having the strength and will to completely move on from this and move on with your life. Okay. Because I said, in terms of practicality and reality, you keep saying it's a broken-ass Three of Pentacles. I don't even know if it's worth fixing. I don't think I have the incentive. Yeah, that's what a dying star is. You don't have hope for it anymore. I don't know if they ever did. But their whole thing is like, I get to treat Gemini the way I want because I did my time with them, is bullshit. And they refuse to see it or acknowledge it. They begrudgingly respect the fact that you still have a Two of Cups for this, begrudgingly. Even though they can feel you slipping away, and that's when they pay you some respect, right? And then you know, the Page of Swords is like, okay, what am I going to see here? 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. Well, that's the exact opposite of everything I'm saying here today. That is highly stable, productive, healthy, where two people work like this seamlessly, or like this, or they go in and out like this, however you want to put it. The point is it's complementary. It lines up, or you balance each other out. And it's with that 6 of Cups. It's with the soul bond. And you keep an eye on it. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is very different from an Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is crystallized truth. Like I said, it sears your brain as knowledge. Page of Swords, you opening up towards it, you don't feel you're ready for that yet. So you know who that is. You do. And you envision the life with that person that you clearly do not have here. Okay. Someone of the past. Page of Swords, little guy. When you actually try to think about it in the 3D, your energy shrinks. It went from knowledge that you know in your mind, but when you try to apply it in the real world, you say, I'm not ready yet. Page of Swords. It's not an accusation. Of course, why wouldn't it be? You're still over here praying for your freedom from this, to have the strength to move on from it. So, of course, you're going to show me a Page of Swords over the reality of what it is you actually want. And you say is yours, not in an angry, possessive, pissy little way. But I know that's mine. I know it's for me. It's balanced. I have no dispute in it within my soul. I don't know what your means will be for delivering this. I don't even know that you can part ways with it as friends. Friends suggest you're connecting with them under the premise that you're more alike than you are not, and that you're not going to hurt each other. You already know what to expect from this person. They're going to hurt. That's what they do. Unhealed wounds, this is what they do. And on top of that, it's subconscious unhealed wounds. Fantastic. Hurt people hurt people. And just because they sunk you and they've been with you forever, they did their time with you, does not mean they get to treat you like that. You're more than someone else's emotional cleanup for all the bullshit they couldn't be bothered with prior to meeting you. You're not someone's punching bag. You're not their pincushion. You're not the therapist. You're not the coach. You're not their daddy or mommy. You are someone who are supposed to be equal in love and in life. You're supposed to reach for the same vision. It's no wonder you don't want to invest in it anymore. It just causes you pain when you try. I can see why. I'm not saying you're faultless, honey, Gemini, but you're giving this situation way more credit than it deserves. That only has the thought occurred to you, you might be better off on your own. You pray to have the strength one day to leave this behind and mean it in your heart. What does that tell you? You have Page of Swords. There's the admission of I can see a life with that person, that special person who I know we're connected to in a divine way. Would this person treat you like that? No, seriously. Would this person, if you have such an idea of who they are, would they treat you like this? You have your answer. What else is in here? Oh my God. I'm going over everybody's today. Yours and theirs can be so in-depth. I mean, seriously, divine counterparts, I know. We covered that. You already made that very clear to me. This situation, not this. Maturity level. That's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry they're so emotionally stunted, but that's not your problem, and I want you to stop apologizing for them and the situation they helped create with you. You don't have to participate. Let go. Yeah. Let go, because they're not going to let go of all that background noise. Their software that they keep running in the background and they refuse to update, their inability to update, that's their failure, not yours. Okay? They should have changed operating systems a long time ago if they were any way healthily invested in this connection with you. People change, guys. People's energies, their motivation, everything fluctuates and changes. And if we're in a healthy, stable relationship, we have someone who recognizes it and goes with that flow, encourages, supports, is the anchor. Okay, and then you switch roles at some point when somebody else starts to change and evolve and somebody else needs to be the anchor. That's healthy. This is not healthy. This person is stuck in that particular mode and they have no interest in coming out of it. Okay? So you trying to keep this star going, the love going, you're being an anchor for someone who doesn't deserve it. In case I didn't make that clear. So imagine if you were anchored to someone who did deserve it. And mind-blowing shit, you got back what you put in. What? No way. Someone loves me equally and does the same shit I do? What? Is that even real, Christina? You're talking bullshit. No? No? Real healthy connections are exactly that. It's not about who wins the argument or who can start shit this week. Anyway, that's enough. I think you got it. I do. I want you to. You have vision for yourself outside of this, which is going to help you a lot. But you saying, I need strength to leave this and have the emotional conviction to do it and mean it, what does that tell you? Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.